Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I see quite a few of you who are on, and some of you are on Facebook Live. So welcome if you're here on Facebook Live, and welcome if you are watching this on YouTube. You know, I'm really excited about this. Today, we're talking about live young. Okay, hi Desmond. Yeah, okay. Live young. Well, I want to share with you who I am, Jeff. I'm 61 and I think I'm living young. Okay. So this is something that I'm excited about. Uh, um, and the thing about living young, I like this particular video. I fell. I want to tell you straight up front. I fell. But you know what I'm excited about the video? I can fall without injuring myself and being severely injured.
Yeah.
And I think that this comes from living young. And I'm able to do all of this. Okay. So tell you a bit more about myself. I'm Jeffrey. I'm 61. I I believe that because I live young, I get to live life in all its abundance. So you can see here a slide of my family, very important. My church, very important. Physical activity, very important. And also my friends, my business partners, very important. And then I also get to do mission work and things like that. I love that. Okay, but I want to tell you that the most important thing is you may not know this, but I had a lot of little health issues, and I really had a lot of aging issues. Okay, so just play one
I
last video.
wanted this to be a New Year's revolution. And I wanted to show you what's been happening. Yesterday, I decided to pack up a lot of the meds that have been in my cupboard, and I've been keeping it because, and I told you I packed up so much stuff from my cupboards. Right? Some of it is, some of it is brand new actually, but I don't need this anymore. And I used to even pack all my stuff nicely. I just want some witnesses even as I get rid of everything.
Yeah, and I want to tell you, that is a true story. I was always very good with medicines because had a lot of issues lah. The whole lot lah. Okay, asthma lah, gout lah, joint pains lah, gastric lah. You name it. I probably had some form of it. But after that, about 2 years ago, you can see, I just decided no need the medicine anymore because I'm living in such health. Okay, so we are talking about living young, right? I want to just share with you that the great news is that we Singaporeans, we have the longest life expectancy in the world. And this is a report that came out in Straits Times. You may not believe it, that we have the longest life expectancy, right? But we do. All right. Now the bad news though is that um we actually don't have the best health in the world. We have the longest life, but not the best health. What does it mean? It means that we really suffer problems of old age. Okay. Anybody else suffer? Okay, don't I cannot put up hand. Anybody suffers problem of old age? If you put up your hand, well, there's hope for you. Okay. What's the problem with the old age? Of course, we don't have the health to enjoy the long life. Okay. And we don't have the vitality, the energy to enjoy our families, right? Or to enjoy activities. Then, of course, actually, a lot of the money that we earn, we work so hard to earn, ends up in hospital bills. Okay. And even worse than that is that the loved ones um, have to look after us, right? And of course, the big question, no, enough money or not, right? You can say that you have amassed $2 million, but guess what? Some treatments can make that gone, you know. And of course, even the Straits Times editor says that CPF money is not enough. Well, if you are thinking about this, as my friend likes to say, Huiswan likes to say, the armpits should be getting wet. Okay. All right. So, what is the most important thing? It's not the long life, right? I mean, we all want long life, but actually, what we really, really want is long, good life, right? We want to have that youth span to be very long. Not we can live 84 years, 85 years, but then 10 years are suffering. Okay. In other words, okay, it's about adding life to the years, not just not just adding years to our lives. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. And it's about increasing youth span, it's about increasing vitality. Okay, I hope you are interested in this. And I'll be sharing about two products that are very major in this. Okay, first I want to tell you that, of course, if you want to live a long, good life, it isn't just about these two products, Y Span and R Square. Okay, it's about our mind, our health, okay, our attitudes, all of those things are important. But even if you have all of that, the engine, the engine needs to be kept well, right? So these are the two most important keys that I want to share with you today. The first is Y Span. Now, what is Y Span? Y Span is like 12 superheroes in one bottle. Okay. Now, if you like, you can go and buy all these 12 superheroes. Okay. All right. You can see the list here. Very long list. Vitamin D3, omega-3, citrus, bioflavonoid, uh, purple corn, alpha lipoic acid, quercetin, okay, D-limonene, rosemary, leaf extract, resveratrol, CoQ10, lycopene, astaxanthin. Now, but why? What is important is not go out and go to the pharmacy and buy. Why? Because although there are 12 anti-aging superheroes in one bottle, the most important thing is how they work together. Okay, how they work together. So the greatest power of this is from the synergy of them working together. So in other words, it's not just like superheroes, but it's like superheroes working together, macam Avengers. Okay, and it has to do with the ingredient blend that works on our genes. All right, and this is the genes that have to do with youth. Okay, so very quickly, what is it about? We call it epigenetics or gene expression. The easiest way to explain gene expression is the bees in a hive. Okay, you know there are three types of bees in a hive, right? Worker, drone, the queen. But you know what? Actually, they are very different one from the other. The queen bee lays 2,000 eggs lah, is 3 to 5 times larger, and has a lifespan that is 20 times longer than the worker bee. But you want to know something? The only difference between them is what they were fed. What they were fed. So the diet causes changes in gene expression. So it's the same with us. We have all these genes that were built into us when we were born, when we were conceived. But now as I get older, wow, some of the things change, right? You know why? It's all programmed. Now, why don't I try to change the programming? And although the program is there, but I try to play the part of the tape that is younger. I hope that makes sense. Now, just show you the difference, okay? If you say that the genes are bad, no, because we all have good genes. Otherwise, we will be dead already, All right. Look at these two identical twins, right? One is, well, very different, right? And I want to tell you something. Look at these two twins. These two are sisters, identical twins, but you cannot tell, right? Look at the difference. One so much younger than the other. All of these are examples of gene expression. Okay. Now, if you have any questions, please go ahead and put onto the chat. All right, and I'll answer them in a while. Okay. But want to just tell you, therefore, aging is part of our genes. Aging is also part of our genes. I mean, it's programmed into the genes. Okay. And one of the ways, the scientific ways that we do it is that we look at this gene expression profile using a gene chip. So it's all scientific, huh? It's not marketing, okay? It's science, right? So we found that, you know, when you are young, some of the genes are active, but some of the genes are not active. You can see the ones that are red are very active, are being used. The ones that are green are not being used. But when we get older, some of the ones that were not being used now get used. Okay? So the most important thing is we started, or don't say we, Nu Skin did this research with this university laboratory called LifeGen Technologies. They have like 30 years of gene expression science. They started to experiment what nutrients, when you give the nutrients, will cause the genes to express differently. And you can see, of course, from here that one of these ingredient blends is very close. So when you take this, your body begins to express the younger genes. Okay. Now, is it real? Is it not real? I can tell you, I've been on it for 4 years now. And I am feeling like I am maybe in my late 30s. Okay, in my late 30s. So I love it because I have the body of a late 30-year-old with the wisdom of a 60-year-old. Wow, that's the best combination. So I want to tell you about the two products. Okay, we have Y-span and R-square. Now they work differently, so I'm going to tell you about it in a while. But right now, just want to play a documentary by Discovery Channel. You know, Discovery Channel is all about science, very scientific, and even if you pay them money, you cannot market with them. Well, Discovery Channel did this video on DNA, the next wave, and they interviewed Nu Skin. Okay, all the people interviewed in this excerpt are Nu Skin scientists. Okay, enjoy.
Scientific experiments at academic and commercial labs show that our genes do not control our fate.
Our research is beginning to reveal the reality that the aging process is a symphony that is being played in the body. And in order to play that symphony extremely well, you need an orchestra of genes being somewhat cooperating with each other to make sure that the aging symphony doesn't get out of tune.
Meet Dr. Joseph Chang. As a chief scientist of a privately funded lab, he's dedicated his life to nutritional intervention for the war on aging. He becomes interested in youth gene clusters related to mitochondria, tiny structures in our cells. These are miniature motors that fuel our bodies, maintaining our energy levels from cradle to grave.
Yeah, the mitochondria, like the battery, does drain over time. If we don't recharge the mitochondria battery, we won't have the energy needed to run the cell. And if the mitochondria doesn't function optimally, then these early signs of aging begin to appear.
On the other side of the world, partnering with Dr. Chang at a sister lab, is Dr. Josh Zhu. He's using his knowledge of the natural world to battle aging with the most unusual of ingredients. The scientist believes that he is getting close to discovering the key to resetting mitochondrial gene expression with the help of a fungus called Cordyceps sinensis.
Cordyceps sinensis is a fungal product, a natural product. It's just similar to any kind of a mushroom.
But this is no ordinary fungus. His studies have found that after taking Cordyceps sinensis, their exercise performance capability improved.
Cordyceps sinensis shortened recovery period and improved cardiovascular function.
Cordyceps sinensis drastically heightens endurance and energy metabolism and fights fatigue. The results indicate that Cordyceps sinensis could potentially counteract the strains of daily life that lead to aging.
We can see a Cordyceps sinensis not really just extend the lifespan, but healthy lifespan. We proved Cordyceps sinensis is really anti-aging herb.
Dr. Zhu's Cordyceps sinensis research is added to other blended ingredients to create Dr. Chang's anti-aging compound.
This is the first time ever where some of these natural ingredients, by using modern scientific methods, to demonstrate that it can actually extend lifespan.
Okay. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? So I want to tell you, the product that came out is this thing called R square. All right. And R square has a day and a night formula. So the R square day obviously has got a lot of cordyceps sinensis, right? You heard about that. But there are two other secret formulae here. Okay, not so secret because you can see ginseng and pomegranate up there. All right. What happens with this is that it actually approaches the source of energy in our cells. All right. So you will just feel more energetic. Okay. And of course, it will then promote youth. So we also have an R square night, which has got different ingredients. And what's great about this is that it enables the body to detox, to clean out, to reset. It improves your sleep. It's really excellent. Okay. And so it's a very good match to R square day. All right. And when you take this, we did a test. Okay, we used these mice. We had two groups of mice, and we found that after 5 weeks of taking R square, the mice that took R square actually had a 63% increase in exercise time. Just imagine if you have that. Okay, like nowadays, sometimes let's say if you're thinking by 4 o'clock, wow, chuan, very tired. Well, if you can get 50% more time, you can be active until 9 o'clock. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Okay. Now, of course, the test is not with humans, but humans who have tried this product, 90% of our consumers say that they can find an improvement in fatigue levels. Okay. So the primary benefits is that it increases the baseline energy level, right? But it also supports your ability, the body's ability to fight and work through all the toxic byproducts and remove cellular waste. So the body is healthier, okay? And because it is healthier, it's also more stable against infection, okay? And against other damage that can come. All right. And of course, it will help the body restore normal cellular function. What does this mean? Means that if you your the brain cells can do its work better. The heart cells can do their work better. The liver cells can do their work better. So there will be repair, there will be healing, and there can be a better quality of life. Okay, so this is for men and women, okay, over 18. So you don't have to be old to take it. All right. Wilson, are you there? Okay. Wilson, are you there? Maybe Wilson is only 33. He will be 34 in a week's time. Wilson takes this R square. Wilson, maybe you can share a couple of things.
Yes, I can. But yeah, sorry guys, but I do not have video right now because it's the internet terrible here. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
So what
Okay.
was your experience when you took
So, well, I can say that the reliant on using coffee to endure the day has not good anymore. And yeah, I'm pretty busy when it comes to my daily work. Yeah, I run businesses, and then yeah, one of it would be this business and also my personal one, and also I'm an employee. Yeah, so my day would be really busy usually. Yeah, so yeah, I wake up very early, and yeah, usually in the past, I used to need to take some time to actually get up, get active and stuff like that. But after testing out the product, it's like I get up really easier, comparing to when I was not doing it.
Okay. All right. Thanks. That's great to hear. So you're more productive through the day, lah.
Yeah, it's fairly easy for me to stay awake. Yeah, without
Okay.
having coffee. Now drinking coffee is like leisure.
Great to
It's
hear.
more leisurely.
All right. Great to hear. Okay, but R square is only one of a pair, okay, a duo, right? And the other one, of course, was Y span, which we shared about, right? So just remember how they work together, okay? Y span is for the whole system. You saw that just now. And R square is specifically about all the cellular energy and all the cellular resources, okay? Now, just as Wilson was talking about how he found that it has really helped him, I want to share with you that we have lots of people who have been age locked. Well, I started off by sharing about myself. Okay, if you were to look at these two ladies, who would you say is older? Of course, must be the one on the right, lah, huh? Would it be hard for you to imagine that they're actually the same age? Yeah, and actually, they are 71 in this photo. Cannot imagine, right? The lady on the left, especially. That's because she's been taking R square Y span. And then, of course, there's this Uncle John, he actually had been suffering from like flu and then elderly issues, all right? And then his wife got him on Y span and R square, and then he became so active, he actually ran his marathon for the first time at the age of 80. How unbelievable is that? I'm 60 and I don't really want to run a marathon. Okay. And then we have Jancy. Jancy's mom actually had been suffering from rheumatoid arthritis, and it's so debilitating, right? Well, after 3 months on Y span and Reishi Max, another one of our products, the mom says that her pain level has come down from an 8/10 to maybe 4/10. And then after a few more months, the pain is only 1/10. So she's really improving. And you know something, if you are beset by pain, you will realize that pain is the worst thing of all, when you are not well, right? Okay, so that's just so excellent. And what about other people with like Kim Boon? You know, Kim Boon is young man, okay, but suffers from eczema. I'm sure many people suffer from eczema. If you suffer from eczema, you can put a 1, okay, on the chat group. Yeah, I suffer from eczema. Okay, I don't, I don't. All right. Well, Kim Boon suffered from eczema, and when he went on R square and Y span, the eczema subsided. Right? Isn't that brilliant? Okay. Now, on top of everything else, R square and Y span helps you recover faster. So you have rapid recovery. And for this, I want to share about my friend, and he's also my upline. His name is James. Okay, he's 65. You can see from all these photos how active he is, you know. Machu Picchu, Kilimanjaro, Rinjani, Kinabalu. He's gone everywhere. He's done so many activities. Well, as a result of that, he had have a hip replacement now at the age of 65. Well, the hospital, okay, and the people who produced the hip, the artificial hip, was so excited about his recovery that they did this video. Okay, so this video is not him just talking, it's done by the people who did the hip.
My recovery was surprisingly fast. I went off morphine after the first day, and I didn't have any pain of that. We were doing physiotherapy. I was moving my legs. The very next day, I could walk without a stick after 6 days. I was driving on my 7th day, and I began to take longer walks with the dog. And on my second month, after 60 days, I actually went back to rock climbing, and I went back to resume climbing stairs. I remember we did several sets of 34 stories in an HDB block. That's after 2 months.
Isn't that amazing? And this one is a testimony that is quite close to my heart. She's actually on this chat group, but
Hi.
Hi, Susan. Okay. Well, Susan, suffered from arthritis at 49, and she was diagnosed with arthritis at 49. Well, she went on R square and Y span, and her condition improved so much. She used to wear 2 knee braces and use 2 walking sticks, and this is her a year ago.
Morning exercises.
So stunning, right? So stunning. Okay, well, I have good news for you. All right, I have good news for you. Especially for the Chinese New Year, we have a fantastic promo. Okay, you will see here that if you get R square and Y span, it is $2,972. But please speak to the person who has invited you here. We have a promotion price of 2080 and all of these gifts. But please note, there are only 500 units for the first 500 customers. All right, for that cooking device. All right, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to tell you this as soon as I can. Grab, because very many of our products are so good that they run out of stock very fast. Okay, so don't delay and don't think about it. Okay, in Malaysia, we also have got a very good promo, and so take a look at this promo. Okay, we have a free ProBio, free tea green, and a weekender bag. All right, so I want to urge you to start. It's now 4:30 or 4:29. I'm going to close in the next 2 minutes. I want to urge you to begin. Do something about your age. All right, live young. What can you do? What I would say is get yourself checked out. All right, get yourself checked out. We have this device which we call a biophotonic scanner, and it will test the nutrient level in your blood. Okay, so this is the first step. And then of course, after that is begin. Okay, begin. You will age slower, you will enjoy youthful health for longer, you will enjoy vitality each day, you will have more robust health and immunity, you will recover more quickly.